All right, we be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the recording of the Rubberneckers podcast, a live recording where the chat can show up, hang out, and then
Or not.
and John can comment, and then John can clean it up and make it sound real nice and good when we're done with this.
Yeah, this is Dancing Retards, everybody. Buenas noches.
Yes, this is the ever continuing battle between me and John of what the show is. John's currently in the lead.
Hey, listen,
I think everyone can be a winner.
Everyone can be a winner. Everyone can be a winner. So if you like watching the show, we're here. If you didn't make the show and you want to listen to the show, we're here. We're here. All right, Devin, do you want to introduce us?
Okay. Let's give this a try.
Okay.
That's what I love. Preparedness.
Yeah, I know, right? I shouldn't have woke up like 30 minutes beforehand.
Hey, at least you woke up.
Yeah, I know, right? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Rubberneckers, the only show where I finally have somebody that's a little bit closer in my age group. My name is Devin. With me today, as usual, is John, Dave, and Jody.
Hey. Bob's officially left the show. Hopefully, Jody's going to be our next co-host. He's giving it a try. But Jody, like the song says, I'm going to make you love us.
Oh,
yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will.
I was thinking more of like a Mary Poppins thing. Like, I'm going to be here until I'm not needed, I think. And if you guys had fun I had fun last week. I don't know about you fucking assholes.
No, it was great.
If you had fun and people had fun listening to it, I'm happy to be here, fellas. Thank you for having me back.
All righty. Well, we have breaking news. We don't normally do breaking news here, but we have breaking news.
Is it coming from your chair, John?
Yes. Juicy Smollett was sentenced today, and he got like 150 months in prison and a bunch of fines. But what I would like to play for you right now is his reaction once he was allowed to speak about his sentencing. A little low at first.
Okay, I'm not suicidal. Okay, I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this, and I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that.
Oh, it might be Epstein. Is that what he's saying?
Respect your decision.
Nobody's going to kill him.
Well, somebody might.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's not going to make it look like a suicide.
I am not suicidal.
No.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any...
All right, so that's it. He's basically saying he's not suicidal. So, and then when he walked out, he put his fist up in the air like a proud black man.
So did I.
And then walked out of there saying that I am innocent. And I love the guy. I love it, the fact that he is playing this part all the way till the end. So,
I mean, he's
sometimes you really got to stick with something.
Hey, you know what? Stick with the part. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, never back down, never surrender.
Correct.
Believe in yourself.
Well, he's pot committed at this point. That's the problem. Like, it's been, what, a couple years since that happened, and everybody's formed their opinions. So why you're not going to get out of it now. It's a hate crime. And a hate crime is supposed to be a felony, I think. And then somebody just pass a law about that.
Oh, he's only got 15 months. So,
yeah,
you know, that's
he'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, is it 150 months? 150 months.
It's a little bit. It's a little chunk.
Well, those are two very different numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be in protective custody, I'm sure, because he's a celebrity, not only being a black gay man. Like, I'm sure there's other situations that normally wouldn't be great to be in prison, but he'll be fine. He's Justice Smollett.
Yeah, talk about buck breaking, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, the judge said that when he's on probation, when he gets out and he's on probation, he'll be able to travel because the judge knows that he needs to travel for his work. Now, I don't know if he'll get any acting jobs, but I'm sure he'll be on the glory hole trail for quite some time trying to make up because he got fined like $150,000, $25,000 fine, $110,000 in restitutions he has to pay back to the city of Chicago. So
That's not that crazy though. I mean, he's on popular TV. I'm sure he's got close to that. It's not chump change, but it's not going to break him. So
I'm telling you, he had like 4 or 5 lawyers there trying to get him out of this thing. I don't know. You know what he could do right now? He could go to and start someone could start a GoFundMe for him right now. And by the end of the day, he would have that money to pay back those fines.
yeah,
What am I gonna say?
he had Dave Chappelle not on his side. Like in the middle of the pandemic, everybody watched Chappelle's stand-up special, and he specifically said Jesse Smollett is a goddamn liar. More or less. I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah,
but
he said
yeah, nobody believes you, dude.
no.
But have any of you guys, told a lie and then got so deep into it that you just couldn't back out of that lie?
100%.
Yeah.
I think everybody has.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get it.
You want
It's
to give
just
any
not-
examples that might be entertaining for the show, or you're just going to
Oh,
say,
shit.
"Yep, I've done that."
I don't
was
think
good.
so.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna back
Okay,
out of
John.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, listen, I'm pretty giving on the show. I share a lot of my life. I think I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie with this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Was it better or worse than what Juzzy Smollett did?
Oh, it was. Well, it depends on how you would consider better or worse.
Did yours involve
it-
lying to the police,
wasn't-
John?
It wasn't a felony, or I didn't break any laws. But yeah, I've told a lie or two where I got in trouble.
Oh, okay.
You just got to write it out.
You know
Nope.
something?
I swear to God, I wasn't there. You can call. I put it on my mama, on my sister, and all I said, goddamn well you were there.
So
Wasn't me.
I mean, I faked being a furry to get laid once.
Okay, Devin wins this round. Go.
When did you fess up at some point?
No, never.
Just now, it
You
sounds
stopped
like.
barking, or
So
how
did
do
you have?
fake being a furry? You didn't have a
Yeah,
suit.
yeah. Elaborate, sir.
Oh no! So I was talking to this girl on Facebook that I had went to high school with, and she was always into the furry art and all that. And I was just like, there's only one way that I could successfully pull this off and pull, and that's if I act like I've always been secretly interested.
Yeah, dude. You cuddlefish that bitch. That's nice.
I was just like, yeah, well, I've always kind of been into furry stuff. And I had her draw a fursona and everything. I'm pretty sure I still have it around here somewhere. Yeah, all of that just to get laid once, and I never talked to her again.
Is it because she
Oh,
gave you a
see.
tail, Devin? Is that why?
All that for one lay.
Yeah.
is it really all that? I mean, all you have to do is tell a story.
Didn't he say he drew a persona?
No, she did.
Does this
Oh,
picture still exist somewhere, Devin?
I'm pretty sure I have it on this computer somewhere.
I'm gonna need you to
Okay.
have a
Good.
look. Find it by the end of the show. I want to see it.
So one of the things, since I'm hoping that Jody comes on full time, I sent Jody's cartoon art back to our resident cartoon artist for the Rubberneckers podcast to have some work done to it.
Yeah.
I want to get this tool belt off him and change things up. And one of the things I wanted him to have was a shirtless pic, because a lot of us, we've had our drawn shirtless. And I said, listen, I need you to put a third nipple on him.
Yeah,
Because he
100%.
has 3 nipples. And so what I did was I sent a picture, your NFT,
Yeah.
to him and saying, here's where the third nipple goes. So it is accurate. So that's going to be coming up too.
That makes me happy, John. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anything for the show.
Yeah. I paid him
Hey,
for
listen.
that drawing. I felt bad because I didn't want to critique it too much because he spent time and he got my face essentially. And I was just like, yeah, it's cool. And I just paid him for it and went on. But I was kind of in the background going, I suck with tools. What the fuck? Why would I have a tool belt on?
He just figured that every redneck from Arkansas has a tool belt and wears it all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Don't-
I'm sure that's what he did.
No.
Chrome also did a drawing of you with a shotgun, I believe. Joe, did you remember that one?
That was a great drawing, and I don't know who has it or where it's at, but it's a picture of me looking down the butt end of a pistol, which is
Right.
in like a fursuit with like a foxtail, like Davy Crockett face.
That is too. I think I do remember seeing that. Yeah,
That's
that's
a good one
too.
Like an idiot with kind of like, what the fuck? Looking down the end of a fucking musket. It's pretty good.
All right. So we had International Women's Day this week, and I was wondering what you guys did to celebrate Women's Day.
I can go first.
Sure.
Please.
With my prepared material
Since this was your idea.
that I'm going to read out naturally as if I'm just talking normally.
Sure.
So I fucked a tranny to celebrate International Women's Day.
Oh,
Hell
look
yeah,
at
dude.
Is that
you.
good? I mean, it was in a computer game, but does that
Pretty-
count?
Still pretty progressive, Dave. I'm being honest.
I mean, that's the furthest I've ever got. I've
My
never
first-
done that before.
My first question is, what actually is a woman? What's a woman? Can anybody describe and define a woman now?
We got into this last time, John. It means you have tits.
Does it?
Pretty much.
Penis. Girls have a vagina.
Oh,
I don't know. It's
interesting.
not very progressive. I think.
That little kid needs to be re-educated, I think.
Yeah, see? Well, you can't go to Florida for that. So that's what you did. What about you, Jody? Did you do anything for International Women's Day?
I got my period.
Oh, that's right. Men can get periods now. Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I ate enchiladas 2 nights in a row, and I made this really hot salsa. And by the second day, I'm pretty sure I was shitting blood. So shout
Wow.
out the pain, the cramps. I went through it all in just a couple days, and I really felt that, man. So shout out, ladies.
What about you?
Actually,
I'm sorry.
I had more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I forgot all the wonderful things I did for International Women's Day. I also fucked in this computer game. I fucked the neighbor. I fucked a waitress that was into pup play. I fucked 2 of my teachers. One of them was into cuckolding. I fucked a skater girl, a country girl, my boss that was into fandom, her secretary, my school counselor, her shy assistant, my stepsister, my stepmom, and the cop investigating my father's disappearance. Oh, and also the cafe girl, the coffee shop girl, the local thug. The only person I didn't fuck in the game was a gay Asian man.
A Gaysian? Why not?
A gay Asian. Well, because he's not a woman.
Yeah, but I mean, you're kind of pot committed like Jesse Smollett at that point. You're gonna rail through everything and not even try the 1 out of 20.
He was the only one I turned down in the entire game.
That's rude.
That is rude, isn't it?
How would you feel if there was a 20-man gangbang and this little nubby Australian guy was coming down the line just fucking everybody, and at the end they were just like, "No thanks, I'm good, thanks."
Actually, I have had the gay experience one time, and that was in Fallout 4. But the screen just goes black, so you don't see anything.
In shame.
Yeah, it's probably what happens in real life.
Well, any sex in Fallout, yeah, it's very, very, very cleaned out.
Right.
Cleaned
So
up.
you were topping all of these adventures, were you?
Not with the femdom, the boss.
All right.
So yeah.
What about you, Devin?
Bit of
What did
everything.
you do?
No, absolutely not.
You didn't do anything for International Women's Day?
Why would I?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't know. I just figured that maybe you thought that there would be something that you should do to pay tribute to women.
Did you just take your black pill or whatever
Yeah.
the term is?
I punched 1 less woman. That's it for the day. I didn't karate chop the bitch at the drive-thru that fucked up my order.
Don't you still live with a woman, Devin?
Yeah.
And how's that going?
Oh, fine. I guess I celebrated it by she cooked me dinner.
Atta boy. That's what you do. You keep them in line. You know what I did? I went to an all women's deli and I made them make me a sandwich. That's
there
what
you go.
That's pretty funny.
All right. So listen, there is a woman that wants to tell us what we men what we should do during International Women's Day.
Oh, this is gonna be a harumper.
If you're a man, the greatest gift you can give a woman
Top of her
today
head is
on
flat.
International Women's Day is
Is
silence.
not talking over her. Oh yeah, I guessed it.
Podcast coming from y'all today. If your podcast was scheduled to drop today, cancel it.
Oh.
Not today. Today's silence.
Say
International
something
Women's Day,
interesting,
men, don't speak.
and then I'll stop talking. No.
She told you.
Say something interesting.
Yeah, see?
Is there anything more interesting about you than your nose ring? Or is that
No.
the most interesting thing about you?
No, there is not. But she wants you to be quiet so she can say nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I got news for you, Toots. That's the same thing for Father's Day or National Men's Day or anything else. You guys could just shut the fuck up too. It's funny how that works.
Yeah, if I would have thought of it, what I would have done is went out and walked around and told a bunch of women to calm down because they love it when you tell them to calm down. Calm down.
But sometimes they
down.
need to calm down.
Yeah, but they don't like it. They don't, even
Well-
though they need it, they don't like it.
Right.
They don't like being told what to do, you know?
So,
But who does, right?
Yeah.
That's a struggle.
all righty.
How many more female bricklayers are there than last year? Has that number gone up?
Probably not. I don't think women are a fan of laying brick, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But,
What about podcast editors? Are there many female podcast
Oh, there's a
editors?
shit ton of female podcast editors. Absolutely. They even have their own club, female podcast editing club.
So your job can be done equally well by men or women.
Sure they could. Sure could. Absolutely. I mean,
Oh.
as far as I'm concerned, me,
You're going to
John
say you're
Domingo,
better. Yep.
I am the best kept secret in
Right.
podcasting.
Okay.
If you want to know, if you really want to know. So
I mean, you
that's
did a good job with the last one. That's the only one I can attest for at this point.
right.
Yeah,
One
so-
thing.
so my old job was about 99% men, 1% women, something like that.
Yeah, but I'm sure she did all the work. She was the smartest. She did all the equations and everything, like that movie about NASA where they had the black ladies in the basement and they were the ones that did all
Yeah,
the.
that's right.
Remember that one?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
It's a good one. It's a good
I
one.
love a good fairy tale.
Yeah. So structural engineering. Do you think that's just because patriarchy evil that it's 99% men, 1% women?
Well, I think that women, they don't understand how to compete.
Maths,
They
science,
just don't understand how to
competition.
compete like men do.
Mhm.
They're in their existence. They've had doors open for them. They've been treated as the fairer sex. In golf, the tees are closer. There's a lot of concessions made for women.
The top in my class at university was a woman.
Yeah, see?
She was really smart. However,
there's
she
always a but.
she dropped out of engineering after like 3 years.
Oh, damn.
Did she get pregnant and have a baby?
No. Just too much pressure.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle the pressure.
See,
Hate,
it's another
hate to
thing.
hear it.
Women, they have to. Although, I don't. And again, I'm generalizing.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing a lot of generalizing, and again, I'm making fun of International Women's Day because I can. But
Okay.
I think that women have their strong suits.
Their place.
Yeah,
Okay. What are you trying to
I didn't say place. I said strong
okay.
suits.
Okay.
Where I think that they do well, better than men, and then there's some things that they just don't do better than men. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Like laundry and cleaning the toilet. Am I right, Devin?
Yes.
Right. No,
And
I would
cooking,
say that they're more proficient in laundry. I know, in my experience, they did laundry better than I did.
That's not true. My wife can't fold a shirt properly to
Oh.
save her life. I have to refold them, and the underwear, I fold my underwear, her underwear. Not good.
Fold underwear. Who does that? I just grab them, throw them in a drawer. What do you have to
Yeah.
fold underwear for? That's
Because
ridiculous.
I have more than 3 pair, John. I've got like 10 pairs of underwear, so they all have to fit in the drawer.
Okay. Duchess says, because you have all the other days of the year. Yes, men have 363 days of the year, and women only have
Yeah.
one.
363, John.
Isn't there 364 days in a year?
Yeah. Why isn't there a,
365 days in a year, John?
So it's 364. Isn't the one a quarter? It's 364.
Maybe
and a
it's in
quarter.
New Jersey.
maybe a leap
that's why
year?
All right,
You
now
guys are a bit slower than everybody else.
I got to Google this. How many? Hold
The
on.
rest of the world gets an extra day a year.
Hang on 1 second here. Alexa, how many days are in a year?
Wait for it.
1 year is 365 days.
I fucked up.
He doesn't
count
count-
364 and a quarter, and we
Oh,
got
yeah.
that 365th day on leap year.
Yeah.
So on leap year, we have 306.
66.
Oh my god,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, man.
John, we were just trying to do a bit where men are awesome and women are like dumb. And then...
I fucked it up, didn't I?
No, you did great. You did perfect, man.
Okay.
Well, women are a lot better at days of the year than men are.
Maybe he doesn't count his birthday. This is like birthdays don't count anymore. So you're just on 364.
I don't know. I think after the show, I think I have to do some more research on this because I think I'm going to die on this hill. I think it's 364 days and a quarter. I don't know that, but
Yeah, daylight savings time, all that stuff. I get it, man.
yeah, I think I've been misrepresented here by Alexa. I mean, what do I know? What does she know? She's just a little tube right there.
This dumb bitch doesn't know anything either.
She's trying to make a fool out of me. All right. Well, listen. From what I understand, due to the gas prices, that prices of everything are going up. One of the ways that women are trying to save money is they are training their boyfriends to give them a Brazilian wax.
Ugh. Oh, cool.
So I can see that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? You wouldn't wax your girl's asshole and pussy? What's wrong with you guys? I take pleasure in that. If my wife bent over a fucking table and was like, "Yo, will you wax me out?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Right. I mean,
that'd be great.
One thing that showed this one woman, she's from New York. She said, "I taught my boyfriend how to wax me during quarantine, and now he can do a full Brazilian wax in 20 minutes."
Bro, I'd have a boner the whole time. I would just be on there fucking with a popsicle stick. She'd probably yell at me though.
Right. What they said is, go ahead.
I waxed my wife a couple of times in
our
early days.
Yeah,
really.
I feel like that's true love.
Yes.
Like that's really, you got to trust somebody to wax your butthole and stuff.
I could
before she gave up and just stopped shaving it, or waxing it all.
For some reason, like, I have a feeling that piece of paper looked like a beaver pelt, but what do I know?
Yeah.
No, she's actually not that hairy.
No.
Mm.
Okay.
It's like hey, it's like wiping your ass. You don't look at the paper till you're on like the third or fourth try. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first couple, you throw those in the trash can or in the toilet.
Right. So she said that she trained him, and for some reason there's a way to put the wax in the right direction, and I think I would need that direction on which way the wax goes.
I think it's when you pull it off, John.
Make sure they wax in the right direction.
Because
when you say when you pull the wax, I would think that that's it.
I think it's the act of waxing. It's a verb, probably. So it's like they wax in the right direction and that they pull the hairs out in the right direction.
This better be leading to a live demonstration.
Yeah, pull your balls out.
Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing with this show?
Is it even that weird?
All right, so
Devin might have some wax.
Do you have any wax there?
Any wax there, Devin?
I don't believe so. No. Why would I have wax?
Anybody in the chat know what a good Brazilian wax costs these days? Like, how much would it cost to have your punani waxed? Anybody know?
Yeah, they charge me double, dude.
Oh,
how about that? If the role was reversed, like if your girl was going to wax your butt, like that would be a problem. I think I wouldn't let her do it.
Your butt, your back,
not a chance. Like my balls and butthole, like there's not a prayer that I would let her fucking wax me, and not because it hurts, just because she doesn't deserve that.
If you ever want to see something funny, go to YouTube and search Richard Christie waxing, where they had a professional waxer come in and wax his dick and balls and his ass.
Is that the dude from Survivor? Is that
no?
Is that the mayor?
Richard Christie is like
the mayor.
He used to be he used to be a well-known heavy metal drummer. And he went on the Stern show, and he was one of those guys that do bits and stuff like that. And he came in, and this woman waxed him, and every time you see it, it's hysterical. I mean, it is just the noises that he makes that, when she does this. But anyhow.
Yeah.
All right. So Duchess in the chat says it's at least $60 for Brazilian. That's a good savings.
I wouldn't charge that much. I'd charge like $20. Bring your own wax.
Right. I don't know. Dave would probably give her $20. Let me wax you. I'll give you 20.
Yeah, you guys
it's
are really playing this the wrong way.
It's not much fun waxing people.
Have you ever? Oh, that's right. You waxed your wife. Well, you waxed your wife. What if it was somebody else? So you know this dude? He's an actor. They're into that waxing too. What do you think about this, Devin? Would you wax her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Tyrese, isn't it?
I think it is Tyrese. Yeah,
Tyrese Gibson. Yeah.
Yep. He waxes his woman. He says he's enjoyed it. Although I guess what I'm saying is, for me, 20 minutes is. I think I could do better. Like in other words, guys, we would be. It would be almost like we could try to do it like a NASCAR pit stop.
Yeah. So you come in with a jack and be like,
you get the legs, you pull the legs apart, you tie them up, you throw some wax in, and you start ripping paper off. And the next thing you know,
John would do it like an old school barber. Like he would fucking grab the lips and like pinch them between his fingers and pull them out, and then like hit it with the shaving cream. Fucking give it a shave
wax
job
on there, pull it off.
Hit
All
it with
right,
some
you're
powder. Done. Puff. Beautiful. Mwah.
When I got done, that biscuit wouldn't be able to be touched for quite some time.
They're walking out all bow-legged like a fucking cowboy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So the room that I'm in used to be my father's doctor's surgery, and I don't think he ever did waxing as a doctor, but he did pap smears in this room.
Hell yeah, dude. What does it smell like in there?
And hundreds of pap smears. So
whether they wanted one or not,
whether they wanted one or not. So would you rather,
if these walls could scream,
would you rather wax women all day or give pap smears?
Wax.
Yeah, because I don't understand I don't know what it needs to be done with a pap smear. I don't know how it's done. It doesn't sound like it's. I don't think it doesn't sound like it's too pleasurable for the women. Although neither does the waxing.
Right.
I mean,
Devin, you go in hair, you go in the smear.
Another term for pap smear is CUNT scraping.
Ooh.
So that gives you a better idea of what it's about.
I know what Devin's going to vote on.
When I was as Dutcher said, it's awful.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't
could hear screams from another room.
But I saw the speculums, the instruments used to
the spreaders.
Part the ways.
Big ass duck bill, like a big metal duck bill pair of pliers, and they just pop this sumbitch open like a hot car hood.
Yeah, you just breathe on the metal.
Hey, ladies, Duchess, you're in the
It's not
chat.
too cold.
Would it be weird if the doctor walked up and blew across it like a jug? Like if he just said to me, he was like,
Isn't there a better way that you don't need to do that anymore? That can't they?
And something, the problem
needs to happen. I don't know.
Yeah, there probably would be. I think women doctors have to need to figure out a better way to do that. And then the other thing is now most women won't go to a male gynecologist. They'll go to females.
Yeah.
They feel.
I would too. It's kind of weird. Like the Dave Chappelle joke. Like it's not weird to have a male doctor, but is it weird if he sniffs his hands after the fact? Like,
I mean, it's weird either way. Who do you want checking your prostate? Like, isn't it weird either way?
I know. I was just going to tell the story that the last prostate exam I had was from my nurse practitioner, who is a woman. And she's like, okay, drop your pants. And I'm like, really? And she's like, I do them all the time. And I'm like, I don't.
Yes.
You know, so she's like, and then she just whoop, up there and you're like, woo, 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 woo. And then
the three spooges right across the table, John.
So then, and when she left, I got a new doctor. I couldn't go back and see her anymore. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. I couldn't do it anymore. Man. That was horrible.
Men get so much more easily embarrassed, I think. Like,
our
former co-host Bob is still traumatized by the one time he got his prostate checked.
Yeah,
it's
and they didn't clean out the lubricant or something.
It's squishy for a little bit.
Well, and the doctor had both hands on his shoulders.
Bob got a cream pie. That's cool.
It's a weird sensation, I guess, walking out to your car with smushy shit in your cheeks.
Hey, listen, I appreciate, my nurse practitioner. She really did lube up the gloves, so it wasn't painful, but it was there's pressure, and then you're walking out and you've got like a jelly butt. You know what I mean? You can feel the squishy. You're walking. You got kind of like you got a different type of walk when you got the jelly butt.
Yeah, it's heels in, your toes out.
It is heels in. Exactly, it's heels in,
like a penguin.
You do the penguin out to the car, and then as soon as I got home, I went right to the bed. I just went in there and I had to clean. I had to take a shower. I felt bad. I felt dirty. I felt violated.
It's hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, I think that is the biggest one big difference between people with penises and people with vaginas.
Sure,
if that's the right terminology now.
You know what the difference is, guys?
As a man, you can live most of your life before you have to get your doctors to do stuff to you.
It's because we can't look at you. Like a lady, I understand it's awkward, but you could just sit in a chair and you could literally look this motherfucker in the eyes while he's doing his duty. Like when they want to check our buttholes, they're like, face the wall and put your elbows on that table. Like we're afraid that if we look over our shoulders,
it is a bit of a fear for most men. Yeah,
there's gonna be a dildo on a broom handle and like 5 other doctors with video cameras and microphones and shit, like getting full HD video of you getting fucking rammed in the asshole. That's what we're scared of.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what we should stick it to the doctors, guys. When we get to that age, instead of bending over, you should get up on the table and pull your fucking legs back.
Yeah, missionary.
Like you're getting your diaper changed. You go, no, I want you to do it this way. I'm going to hold my balls up.
Do it from the front, please.
You know what would be the worst?
I want to see what's going on.
You know what would be the worst?
Keep my eye on you.
They go up there with their fingers, and as they're up there, you shit all over them. Like, you didn't realize you had to go, and it's up there, and then, it dislodges something, and you can't stop.
Yeah.
An older man has a leaky real mean seal anyhow.
Yeah, it's definitely not a part of town I'd be wanting to tinker around in for sure.
You
probably get pooped on a lot.
Yes.
No,
all right, that's one thing you claim, John, is anyone your age has got a leaky seal. That's not true.
I didn't say everyone or anyone. Well, I say some men, some. Bell curve, Steve. Yeah, you deal in absolutes. I'm just talking about. I'm not even going to say most.
Nothing stays tight that long. A rubber band will get fucked up after a few years.
Yeah, figure, 60 years of pushing out turds. It's got to loosen up.
One way to look at life.
You're gonna, unstretch.
You end up with
so whereas women or people with vaginas, especially if they've had kids, it's just they've had everything in and out down there.
Oh,
so you got to at some point. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I celebrated International Women's Day by I laughed so hard that I peed. And I sneezed and peed once.
Yeah, I sneezed and peed once. All right. Are we done talking about fingering men's assholes?
I mean, my story was kind of about it too. I don't know if you've got that one at all.
Which one is this?
Huh?
Which one are you talking about?
The one about gay cowboys?
The gay cowboy one. All right. Let me bring this up here.
It'll be short and sweet. I just thought it was funny because of whom it happened to be about.
All righty. Let me get to that right here. Trying to get faster at this, but it doesn't seem like it works.
Hey, Devin, how do you feel about
So, Devin, gay cowboy or gay Asian? Yeah. Pick one.
Well, a gay Asian is more likely to be a bottom, so I'll have to go with that.
Yeah,
it would have been funny if you said gay cowboy, but anyway, that's good. Truthful.
Guys, you have to remember there's no such thing as assless chaps. They're all assless.
That's true.
It's redundant. So apparently Sam Elliott was mad. He went on Mark Maron, I guess, the WTF show.
Yes, the WTF podcast.
He was talking about this show. It's a prequel to Yellowstone.
Well, that's what he's on. He's talking about.
He's on that. What was he talking? What was the show he was talking
about? The power of the dog.
Power of the dog
over its illusions of homosexuality, among other concerns. The veteran actor who is currently starring in Paramount Plus's Yellowstone prequel 1883 raged against NFL's Western, which is a frontrunner to win the Best Picture trophy.
I'm sorry, you want to try that again? NFL?
What did I say?
Niffle?
I don't know.
It's Netflix, not NFL.
Netflix.
Netflix.
You can read this. You can read this dick bag if you want to. You want to sit there. You're sitting there doing nothing. You want to read it? Read it.
No, I appreciate it. He's running a comment. You didn't see that one? Colin said that that movie was too gay, and there's no such thing as too gay, Colin.
Yes, there is. All right. So you want to talk about a piece of shit? This is Sam Elliott talking.
Hang on, I can do this. Let me see. Where's it at?
Right here.
You
See
want to talk? You want to talk about a piece of shit? Elliot told the host before launching into a tirade about why the film centered around Phil Burbank, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Let's do this over again. All right. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the last sentence where I say Netflix, right? And then when it gets to the right where it gets to the quote, you do the quote.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to hit a button.
Don't you dare. What the fuck are we doing? Exactly. Which is the front runner to win the Best Picture trophy at the Oscars later this month during an appearance on Mark Maron's WTF podcast on Monday.
You want to talk about a piece of shit?
Elliot told the host before launching into a tirade about why the firm centered around Phil Burbank, Benedict Cumberbatch, a hardened and sexually repressed ranch owner in 1920s Montana, is a major misstep for the genre.
There was a fucking hang on. There was a fucking full page ad out on the LA Times, and there was a review, not a review, but a clip, and it talked about the evisceration of the American myth. And I thought, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Drawing a bizarre comparison between the champion's vision of the cowboy Chippendale dancer wearing bow ties and not much else. Elliot then added,
that's what all these fucking cowboys in that movie look like. They're all running around in chaps and no shirts. There's all these allusions to homosexuality throughout the fucking movie. He continued,
oh, I'm sorry, I'll do that.
Yeah.
He continued to which Maron countered by reminding him,
that's what the movie is about, man.
Man.
Hang on. That's what the movie's about, boy. That's how Mark Maron talks.
The power of the dog has indeed been praised by many for how it thoughtfully deconstructs toxic notions of masculinity and repressed sexuality.
What? Say it, John.
And repressed homosexuality against the backdrop of the American West. The film dominated this year's Oscar nominations with nods for stars Kirsten Dunst, Cody Smith-McPhee, and Cumberbatch, as well as a history-making honor for champion.
Okay, so that's really, I don't want to get into all the rest of it. You can use your imagination for the rest of what he said, but he was very upset that apparently this show is so gay and it's cowboys. And Sam Elliott is the cowboy guy. So I get his frustration, but come on, bro.
Because we got to gay everything up now. Everything's got to be gay. If you want to be considered for an Oscar, you have to be all-inclusive. There was probably a trans cowboy, and then you had a gay cowboy and a lesbian cowgirl. Yeah, all that shit.
Being brave is being yourself, and being transgender is about the bravest thing you can do.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you, Caitlyn. Is that Caitlyn Jenner? Who's that?
No. That's the one that was on Who's Right podcast. Kristen, someone.
What's her name? The Navy SEAL.
The one that's going to beat you all up.
Yeah,
it's Chief Petty Officer Kristen Beck. Sorry.
That's right.
Right.
It's her. Ma'am.
Yeah, I got it close.
Yeah, you did. We're not making fun of her.
I think it's funny that Sam Elliott gets so goddamn mad about there being gay cowboys. Like, come on, bro. Look, there was definitely gay cowboys, and probably a lot more. They're probably a lot more in Dallas that I can think of. I know a few of those, but nobody wants to talk about that. Yeah, there's always been gay cowboys. You leave dudes alone long enough on those long, cold, lonely nights. It's just you and your buddy out there, like for months at a time. You're gonna end up fucking jerking each other off, at least, I would think. It's not that crazy of an idea.
I guess it's not. You're there by yourselves. Nobody knows. You don't say anything. I don't say anything. When we get to town, we'll get us a couple of whores.
Probably like there's like a cowboy code where like you sit back to back and then reach around. That's like cowboy reach around where you go back to back and you jerk each other off like this.
Jesus Christ.
Don't look at each other.
I'm gonna need an ISO from Josh saying we done with that bit, and I'll put it on the soundboard.
Yeah, we can do that.
Josh, send me in, or just call in and you can just say it.
Right.
The after show.
Well, you don't like gay cowboys either, you fucking bitch?
I don't have a problem with gay cowboys. I don't. I mean, why do we got to make a movie about it? They already made one. Brokeback Mountain, best gay cowboy ever made with the best lines.
John,
Right.
did you ever watch Brokeback Mountain?
No.
Okay.
Of course you didn't, because it's
Yeah.
gay.
Can I tell you what happened to me
It's-
with Brokeback Mountain, John?
I'll just say
honest.
this before you
Did you
launch
get a
into that,
boner?
Please.
Jody.
I did get a boner.
It's in my Brokeback Mountain's in my top 5 of all-time movies.
So here's what I'm going to say, John.
It's good.
This is what happened. It was on cable television, and I saw it, and I go, I'm going to give it a shot. I said, when it gets to the gay stuff, I'm just going to turn it off, right? It had been on for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I go, when it gets to the gay stuff, I'm going to not pay attention. I'm going to be cool, and I'll come back to it. Turns out the gay stuff is in like the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie. So I ended up watching the whole goddamn movie without seeing all the gay tent sex. And I was like, that was a pretty good movie. I still haven't seen it, but I'm just saying, like, I can't fault the movie, like call it a turd if 10% of it is bad. Like the rest of it was pretty fucking good.
I don't have a I just never watched the movie.
Great.
I've seen scenes from it, like when he's sitting there and he goes, I can't quit you. And then when he spits in his hand, and I'm like, ooh.
Devin, can you please read that comment?
It's not gay if you keep your spurs on.
Is that how that works?
Thank you,
from
Teresa.
Agatha Christie. Thank you.
Thank you, T.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. So last week, Dave was so upset that he was such an asshole to Devin the week before that all his stories were just to make sure that I was made the bigger asshole, because Dave can't be the big asshole. This is something about his personality. He can't have, so he has to direct everything towards me. And that's okay. I understand that. So what he did was he brought up stories about pets and things that he knew that I had not the most popular take.
Yeah.
It was a trap, John. Sounds like.
So I found
we were all just being honest.
Just being honest. That's all. I don't have a problem with being honest. So let's continue with that. A California mailman accused of beating to death a hostile turkey.
Hell yeah.
A mail carrier in Sacramento has been accused of foul play by going postal on a wild turkey.
Oh man, did you write that, John?
No, I did not.
Okay.
The bird apparently accosted a letter carrier Monday, prompting him to grab a pole or stick from his vehicle and fatally beat the animal with it, citing eyewitness accounts on social media app Nextdoor. Any of you gentlemen ever have the Nextdoor app?
I wish that app was never made.
I agree with you. Hey, no more whining cunts than is.
Yeah, that's all it is. All it is just whining neighborhood white women.
Exactly.
Oh, that's that one where you can log in and it's just the neighborhood complaining about shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yes. The
Did
incident
anyone else's trashes get taken out?
Yeah, I had one. Yeah, there was a long string of people complaining about the noise from the trains or something, because they believe that the train drivers had it out for them, that they were blowing their horns like next to their house on purpose, just to piss them off.
And they might have been, but also
I hope that's true.
Don't be retarded and put your car on train tracks, idiot. And then maybe they won't have to honk the horn so goddamn long.
Yes, that's exactly right. They moved there. Yes.
So there was
train line was there first.
Right. Exactly. You move there, and then all of a sudden you want the train to be quiet. I mean, come on, cut me a break.
Dude, I would fuck up a turkey so bad.
Because these turkeys are assholes.
Yeah, I would fuck it out. I would kick the shit out of it. I would hold it down by its stupid gobbly neck and punch it right in its fucking face, dude.
Right. The incident has prompted a probe by the California wildlife officials and the U.S. Postal Service. They're wasting time on this.
That's silly.
We are currently launching a thorough investigation. A local U.S. Postal Service spokesman said, our employees have had several altercations with aggressive turkeys in the area, including a recent attack on a letter carrier. We have been working with the Department of Fish and Wildlife to mitigate the issue. However, this allegation is alarming. If it's true, it's inexcusable. It does not reflect the efforts of more than 65,000 employees who faithfully serve and deliver for America every day. Okay. What are you supposed to let this turkey attack you? What are you supposed to do? Now, I understand. Like, if you get bit by a dog on a mail route, it's your fault, according to the mail.
I've interacted with these
like they train you not to get by a dog.
They
train you.
They do train you to use
escape from all dog situations. If a dog escapes and comes at you, then what training? Do they
know.
get some kind of what's the martial art Aikido where it's all about defense?
I would imagine. Or why don't they just
learn how to avoid all attacks from dogs?
How about some pepper spray? You pepper spray a turkey in the face. I bet you that'll get them to turn around and run.
You just kick the shit out of them. Like typically they'll back off if you just fuck them up. Like I think the problem is he killed this thing with whatever it was. So maybe instead of just giving it a warning shot, he just went ahead and just smashed its head with a goddamn rock or something.
Well, he had a stick and he probably swung it at the turkey, hit it in the coconut, and the thing died.
Yeah, that sucks. Not that he killed the turkey, but that he's getting in trouble for it. That's some dumb shit. You can make so many turkeys. They're easy. They're birds.
A question from Duchess to Jody. How many times do you have to shoot a turkey to kill it? Less than a dog?
I've never killed a turkey with my bare hands anyway. So that's cool.
If you had to shoot a turkey, how many times would you have to shoot it to kill it? More than the dog?
Yeah, probably. I would guess. It's definitely a harder shot. Their heads are small, you know?
Yeah, because you want to kill. And again, how many turkeys are slaughtered for Thanksgiving and they're worried about one badass turkey who was trying to attack somebody? As far as I'm concerned, this was self-defense. And the mailman should not be investigated. He should be given a medal.
Yeah.
As long as he took the turkey home and ate it. You know, throw it in the back, bring it home, pluck it, have it for dinner. Why waste a good turkey?
Oh, these are wild turkeys. That means these assholes are out here feeding these fucking things. I thought maybe it was a pet turkey, like somebody raised a big fucking turkey, but no, these are just, it would be like if a deer attacked a mailman and the mailman then took like a fucking sign and beat the shit out of the deer. It is really no different. It just happens to be a bird.
Right. Well, again, half the neighborhood was like, you know what? These turkeys are a problem because we've all been chased by these turkeys. And then the other half, probably the ones that are feeding them, are like, oh, that's terrible. You killed a poor turkey.
Yeah. Stop feeding the wildlife, you fucking assholes.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with turkeys. Pigeons. I fucking hate pigeons. John, you said you hate geese.
Yeah, geese are the top of the list.
I hate pigeons.
If there's cunty birds, like geese are number one all time, like Rushmore of fucking cunty birds for sure.
Right. So I'm going turkey, number one, cunty, number two, pigeons, and number three, geese. Because the problem with pigeons are they just walk out of you. They just walk, especially in the city. And if somebody drops a piece of popcorn in the park, like 75 to 80 of them swoop down and try to get that one piece of fucking pop. They're worse than fucking seagulls. Seagulls are number 4 on the asshole bird list.
Yeah.
Did you lose one piece of popcorn, John? No. Is that why you want revenge against the pigeons? Because I couldn't eat all the popcorn.
Just stomping on pigeons all afternoon. Just, goddamn son of a bitch!
My fucking popcorn.
So there's a park in Philadelphia called Rittenhouse Square, and a lot of in the summertime or when it gets warm out, a lot of women go out there and sunbathe out there. So they're out there, and some asshole goes walking by with a bag of popcorn and just throws it on the fucking women. And with that, the conversion of pigeons, and they're screaming and yelling. Now, don't get me wrong, that was hysterical.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious
to watch. But still, asshole thing to do.
Word.
Yeah, I understand the pigeons. It's free food. You know what?
Oh shit! How about the cunty birds Australia edition, Dave? You've got birds and shit like magpies and shit like that, emus and all kinds of goofy fucking 6 foot tall fucking birds where you live.
Magpies swoop on you during. When they're nesting.
You hear that, John? You got to wear your sunglasses on your fucking hat, otherwise they'll swoop down and peck you in your fucking head for no reason. You're just walking by and a bird.
Yeah, you're just walking by, and the fucking nest is all the way up in the tree.
Yeah,
yep.
That's the worst. I've heard that shit. You got to wear shit like sunglasses, literally, or a fucking thing on your head, like a
people wear hats with like spiky things sticking out of it so they don't get swooped by the magpies. And emus are so dumb that they mistake people for mates. Things that they want to fuck. They're pretty dumb.
How fast does the emu run, Dave? Faster than John can run?
Faster than John can run, yes.
Yeah. I would be carrying a stick in Australia just to keep the emus off of me.
You were the stick versus an emu. I'd probably side with I think the emu would probably win.
Yeah, that's
Devin,
true.
would you take your shirt off and fist fight an emu? Like if it come up popping shit, like you think you would actually be able to take it hand to hand?
Dude, I'm like 5'6", probably not.
It's about fair. It's not an ostrich. Like it doesn't have the big long neck. It's
not
just
quite
like
as big.
Fat little pissed off looking bird. You think you could take it? Throw them hands?
No, Australians ran out of ammo fighting them a while ago, so I don't know if I could take one hand to hand.
I think Devin would get his first bottom experience.
Yeah.
By the hand of by an emu. How embarrassing is that?
Dave is the sexual emu, Josh.
There you go.
Since you brought it up. That was his name
John's-
in high school.
Yeah, beating an emu off is a different meaning. I don't mean
Literally,
beating
yeah, it means a
off
couple
sexually.
things.
Although I'll tell you what, if it saves me from getting fucked in the ass by one, I might think of it. I mean, if I have to, one hand versus the other, I might have to jerk off an emu just not to get raped in the ass by one.
That might be a show title. Beating an emu off. I like that.
Beating off the emu. I have to write that down.
All
right,
emus
Dave.
don't actually have anything to penetrate you with, so your asshole will be intact, but they'll kick you and
All right, so here we go.
peck you
I can't wait I can't wait to hear what you guys do with that sound bite of me saying, I might have to beat off an emu. Very clippable. All right, Dave, you are going to really, really enjoy this next story.
I am.
Because this will answer all your questions. Lead from gasoline blunted the IQ of over half of the U.S. population, study says. Exposure to leaded gasoline lowered the IQ of about half the population of the United States. Peer-reviewed studies published Monday in the Journal of Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences focused on people born before 1996, the year that U.S. banned gas containing lead. Overall, the research from Florida State University and Duke University found childhood lead exposure cost Americans an estimated 824 million points, or 2.6 per person on average of IQ. Now,
whoa,
damn.
Okay, so
that
story.
doesn't sound like much, but that is significant.
Okay, so let me tell you my story. So at the age of 12 years old,
a lead story, cool.
At the age of 12 years old, you stop
I was eating paint.
No, dickhead. No, what I did was I used to pump gas from my father's gas station, and it was all leaded gas back in 1972. They didn't have unleaded gas back then.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So then, and when you were doing repairs and stuff, they would take a bunch of parts off a car and they were changing stuff, and they would go out and get a gallon of gas, put it in a bucket. Here's a brush, go clean up all these parts. So you're bent over this bucket, 12 years old to whatever, 18, 19 or whatever it was, washing parts off in leaded gasoline, hands in it, which it absorbs through your skin.
Shit.
So there you go, Dave.
When did they stop putting lead in gas?
I think I remember it was like after, I think it was like
80s, 90s? Like how
long? It said it in the article.
It said it in the article. Let me go back to the article.
1996.
76, yep. So I was 14 years old, 1976 is when they stopped. But that's when there was still, I think there was still leaded and unleaded gas then. Like, I think that's when they started leaded gas.
Yeah.
Or unleaded gas.
I never got leaded gas. I tried to siphon gasoline out of a car one time, and I couldn't get the drop on it. Like I kept sucking on it like a straw, and I couldn't get the bubble. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna inhale this." And I fucking took it, and I said, and like I felt that shit.
Yeah,
it touched my soul for a moment. And I was like, "That wasn't it. That wasn't the right way." Turns out, guys, if you ever got a siphon, you blow into the hose. Never ever suck on the hose. You blow.
Well.
I've been doing it wrong all these years.
What you do is you take the
you?
hose all the way in there, you put your thumb over it, and then you pull it out, let go, then put your thumb on it, bring it back down.
So you jerk it off motion.
You jerk it off, and then it comes out, and then that way you don't have to put your mouth over it.
Yeah,
like
ladies.
Life.
When you run out of fucking gasoline, it'll save you a trip.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that story goes to show why I often ask, "What the fuck is wrong with you, goddamn retards?"
See. Yep.
Accurate.
See, my lips didn't even have to move. It's magic.
Here's the thing, Dave. So now I have an excuse. I've been harmed. So this isn't really my fault.
Right.
I probably would have been a Mensa student if it wasn't for the fact that I pumped
Settle
up
down.
unleaded gas.
Settle down.
Settle down, John.
All right.
If you're Mensa smart, not some of the people we know that claim to be in Mensa, but obviously aren't. What is it about people lying about being in Mensa?
People lie about being Navy SEAL too a lot.
Oh yeah, the stolen valor kind of thing.
Oh,
it is a weird thing. Yeah, we were talking about
People
lying at
won't
the very,
question it.
very start of the episode. How deep into a lie should you get? If you claim your whole life that you're in Mensa, then you're probably not going to back down.
No.
When people constantly say that's total bullshit. Total bullshit. It's impossible. You're in Mensa.
John's getting a lot of shit in the chat. That's all I know.
What was that comment, Devin?
O says stuttering John Domingo.
How dare you?
I love it.
All right. Well, the next story I was going to bring up was a story that Jody brought to us by Hertz. And I never knew this before. And I can't bring the story up for the simple fact that once I viewed it once, now it wants me to subscribe to see it again, and fuck them.
We can round it out though. You read enough of the fucking shit to know what was going on with it.
Yeah. So apparently Hertz, if you take it back late or they have a malfunction, they just call the police and say the car's stolen.
Yeah, they report that shit stolen.
And then the next thing you know, like you're going for a job, and then they go and they do a background check and they find out there's a warrant for your arrest for car theft. And this has fucked up a bunch of people. So now there is a class action lawsuit against Hertz. Now, I didn't realize this, but Hertz is in bankruptcy, or it's coming out of bankruptcy. Wonder why.
Yeah, no shit.
But they do this. Now, the one guy, he had an accident. His insurance company rented him a car from Hertz. So they had a problem with it. Something was wrong with it. They said, take it back to Hertz. He took it back to Hertz. They gave him another car. Then he hit a pothole and he bent the rim or something. So then they said, take it back. So he took it back. He waited there for 3 hours. And he had to go to work. So he took the car and he said, I'll take it back another day. They reported the car stolen and never told him. Yep. And then he went to apply for something. They're like, did you know that you were, he had to spend money with a lawyer, and the lawyers from Hertz, they fight this shit. Like, they can't say, well, we fucked up, because here's the story. If they do this, then the police won't go, and they'll, it's like crying wolf.
Well, I'm sure it's some kind of an insurance fraud thing too, John. Let's be honest. Like, it wasn't a couple people. It was like 30,000 people over the time that they looked into it. It was over 5 years. There were 30,000 people that ended up getting warrants issued because they fucking returned the car improperly or whatever the fucking reason, but Hertz reported the car is stolen.
Right. And then, they said it was like over 3,000 reports a year nationwide from Hertz reporting cars stolen. You know what? That probably would be more insurance fraud than anything else, because but if you're an insurance company, wouldn't you just say, really, guys? Because these other companies aren't having these problems. Why is it just you? Why are Hertz cars so stealable, theftable?
Because they rent to somebody play the drop. Dave.
What?
Because they rent car.
Black people.
Oh, yeah, no. Funnily enough, I didn't put that on my soundboard because,
you are a fucking racist piece of shit.
But I'm not.
All right.
I'm like woke leftard, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Dave. You wanted me to bring up your appearance with Delvin Cox, and apparently you were talking about the magazine Blacktail.
Yes.
Oh,
all right.
Shit.
Not that's nudity. Turn it off.
We can't have that on here.
Nope.
I only need a peek. Now we're never gonna get monetized, John.
Well, the thing is that there's women. I guess there had to be a string going down her crack for that not to be nudity.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Correct.
All right. Well,
so
you know what we'll do.
Anyway,
We'll
those listening, that was a fine black lady in some lingerie with her butt hanging out. But that was an old picture. That wasn't anything new. That was like a 90s flat-butted black chick.
Yeah. That's November of 2006.
But the reason why I brought it up was that cover. One of the articles says that somebody called Dream peels a banana with her pussy.
That is some talent right
I
there.
don't understand how that's possible.
I would say Kegels, daily Kegels, and a lot of them. Where you put that thing in there and you just give it a snap, and then you peel. But okay, I can see you getting one peel, but how do you get it to peel the rest of the banana?
That's wild. You think she puts it in there and like squeezes it out like King Louis on the Jungle Book? Remember? Because he would be like, bloop, bloop, and then the fucking banana would shoot out into his mouth.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe you put it in like, I don't know, a quarter of the way in, and she just grabs a hold of that thing and shoots it.
I bet you, guys, I'm not a scientist, but I bet you she pops the top of the fucking thing, peels it back a little bit, sticks it in there, and then fucking squeezes the motherfucking banana out. Hit you in the face.
I think Jody's probably got it. Yep.
Right.
Which is wild.
That is amazing. That would make you really think twice about having sex with her.
Like a bear trap.
Yeah, if she could do that that woman will never get raped because she'll just grab a hold of a guy and say, "We're going to the police. You come with me."
Now I got you.
Come with me, boy.
The reason why I brought up Black Tail magazine was I watched a 4.5 hour long documentary about Kanye. I might have mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
And there was one scene where they were just walking down the street in New York, and he stopped at a newsstand and bought a Black Tail magazine. And that was left in the documentary. And he just said
Black Tail.
No, he said the filmmaker that he's got a sickness
for Black Tail. I think that's a fetish, right? Why is it a sickness? I just think it's a fetish.
I'm down with it. Whatever it is, I've got a case of it.
As he tries to be Christian, I suppose that maybe goes against his Christian values or something.
Okay, for pornography. Yeah, didn't Spike Lee make a whole movie about that? Jungle Fever, kind of the same thing. It's not a sickness, just a preference.
Wowzers.
Right?
Kanye's white? What do you mean? Kanye's got...
Wasn't the movie Spike Lee... I haven't seen it in forever. Spike Lee Jungle Fever was about a white guy that was dating a black girl, and they called it Jungle Fever. Am I making this shit up? No, I'm not making this shit up.
Ask Alexa. She might know.
Just your fantasies.
That bitch did me dirty. I'm not asking her anything.
No, John, that's retarded.
We talked about that more on my Patreon show that I do with Delvin Cox called UN. That's on my Patreon and also on Delvin's Patreon.
Yeah. And I got to tell you something. This is the first time I'm hearing of this Patreon only podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty good.
I'm hearing about it.
I've listened to every episode Dave has done, and I can say it's worth the $1, however much it costs to subscribe to Delvin's Patreon. It's a funny show.
Yes. If you want to hear it first, then subscribe to Delvin's. If you want to hear it 3 months or 4 months later, or whenever I get around to posting it, then subscribe to mine.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, we were over an hour.
Sexy.
And
now everybody quit. I'm leaving. Where's my fucking appearance fee, you faggots?
And we're gonna do the after show. Why is there someone asking for an Anthony Cumia update in the chat? Do we do Anthony Cumia updates?
Oh shit! You guys got an Anthony Cumia
bit.
Dave.
That's an old "We Are Assholes" reference.
God damn it! Hold on, I'm on it.
Yeah, the Anthony Cumia update is where I'm up to when listening to Opie and Anthony. He just had some run-in with some black lady that he was taking a photograph of. Mm-hmm. And that he was just kicked off Sirius XFM or whatever it's called.
Oh wait,
that's not current news, but that's where I'm up to on YouTube. So I still listen to a lot of old Opie and Anthony.
All right, what's your Anthony Cumia update there, Devin?
Apparently, some black lady stole a bunch of stuff from the Compound Media place.
Oh yeah,
that is correct.
Oh, that's a good one. That's way better than mine.
She came in.
That's really a follow-up.
Stole $300 from that whore, Chrissy Mayer.
Hey, she's no whore.
Women's Day.
She's not funny.
Be respectful.
So anyone that's not funny, you call a whore. Is that's reasonable? Is it, Devin?
Anything I say is reasonable. Absolutely reasonable. I'm a very reasonable man.
Where did that come from?
Reasonable Devin. That's what we've always called him.
I don't find Chrissy Mayer entertaining at all, but I don't really have strong feelings like you clearly do.
I probably
no,
jerked
it's not
off
strong
to,
feelings. It's a word.
Definitely spanked it to Christy Mayer's pictures.
You only give words
sure.
power.
All right, listen.
Oh well, we're doing that, bullshit, are we? Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Now, isn't that the complete opposite of what happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I have an Anthony Cumia update about words being powerful. Apparently, Jesse Smollet's younger brother is upset about his arrest and he's screaming. And Anthony Cumia says, they sure scream justice a lot for people who don't seem to understand what it means.
Wee! There you go. All right, everybody. Let's get into the after show. All righty?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now there's the after show. And what I'll do is I'll clean this up and post. And you want me to play our tribute to Bob?
Oh, wait. Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
All right. Here's our tribute to Bob.
Yeah, please.
This is Dave's tribute to Bob.
It's fish. It's fish, fish, fish. It's fish. It's fish, 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 fish. It's fish. It's fish, fish, fish. It's fish. It's fish. It's fish, 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 fish. It's fish. It's fish, fish, fish. It's fish. It's fish. It's fish, 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 fish. Fish, 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 it's fish, 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 it's fish, 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 it's fish, 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 it's fish, 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 fish,
There you go. It's fish.
It's fish. For some reason, from I guess it's season 1 of this show.
Yes.
The two catchy things are donut, 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 fat, fat, fat. For me, anyways. Obviously, donut, 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 fat, 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 and it's fish.
All right.
For some reason, Colin and it pisses Devin off. Can he hear yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember that time that Colin and I would just kept going, it's fish, it's fish, it's fish.
Oh yeah, and I lost my fucking mind.
Right. It's like for me it's one of the catchiest things from season 1.
All right, gentlemen, I have to take a little break right now.
Yeah, it's a little big break.
Okay.
I'm turning the camera off.
Leave your mic on. Aim
So
it
we
towards
can't
the
take
door.
phone calls since John's
Give me a second.
Engaged.
It's definitely going to be more than a second.
He's got an important business meeting to attend.
Plop, plop, plop,
So
plop, plop.
somebody else has got to take over. Devin,
Yes, sir.
did you have any stories this week?
No, I saw how many of the ones you guys were dropping, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, I see.
I get it. You know, there was a bunch. I didn't know what the requirement was. If I saw something interesting, I would just throw it out there. So,
And honestly, I don't see a lot of interesting things.
oh, I had one. Since John is taking a shit right now, we could probably speak on that. Did you guys see that? Like McDonald's decided they weren't gonna do Russia anymore. Like they're out.
Oh yeah,
They made me laugh. I'm sure they don't eat quite as much fast food as we do here, but it's just the idea that McDonald's is like, we are out. We will not serve dictators. It is like, okay, so people aren't going to die and shit their pants anymore. That's probably good.
And now it's time for the Star Wars trivia section while we're waiting
boy.
for John.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
How old was Anakin Skywalker during the battle on Geonosis?
Is this like a ding or
The options are 21, 19, 20, or 22.
19.
How old was Anakin Skywalker? No, you're close. Close enough.
Geonosis. Oh,
Who
yeah,
gives a
that
shit?
was the second one. 20.
Yeah,
Devin,
20.
are you a fanboy?
Devin?
I'm not a fanboy. I used to know all this like autistic Star Wars trivia when I was younger, and then the new movie started coming out, and I started hating Star Wars.
I'm waiting for that fucking Lego game, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I've played all the other ones. I'm literally ready and waiting for that motherfucker to come out.
Yes, that's correct, Patriot Nick. Who the hell cares is an appropriate answer to. Here's another one. Who used a DT-12 blaster pistol in Mos Eisley? Do you want the options, or it's just so obvious that you know what the answer is?
Is it Han Solo?
The options are Greedo, Panda Baba, Panda Baba, Panda Baba,
Pander?
Han Solo, and Chewbacca.
Yeah. Chewbacca uses a laser bow, John. Shut up.
Is John yelling at the end? Oh, Piccolo in the comments says it's Greedo. That is correct.
Yeah. It's either Greedo or Han Solo. Wasn't sure.
How much level of fan do you need to be to know that it was a DT-12 blaster pistol?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's never mentioned in the movie.
I mean, what's worse, like being a nerd about actual guns or Star Wars guns?
Well, then you could say who shot first. Now there's a fucking battle for the
stop.
ages. That's like O.J. Simpson. Did he do it? Did he not? Probably.
Which version? Did George Lucas do a reimagining of the OJ?
I'm just saying
I thought OJ did a reimagining when he wrote that book. He's got a whole bunch of different versions.
Imagine being such a troll. That's some,
if I did it.
That is some Ric Flair level trolling. Just like, no. This is what I would have done if I would have killed that bitch.
Who said, why don't you use your divine influence and get us the hell out of this? Was it Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, R2-D2, or Lando Calrissian?
Can I get the, what is it? First two?
Yeah, no, you're right. Who gives a fuck? That's the answer.
Yeah. Fuck that question. Give me another one.
It was Han Solo about Obi-Wan.
Oh.
And the last one, this is a great question. What was Owen Lars's job? Owen Lars's job. Do you know who Owen Lars is?
Wasn't that the robot dude?
No, that was the uncle.
Nope.
He was a farmer. He was a farmer of some sort. I don't remember
some
what
kind of farmer.
The weird milk.
The weird blue milk farmer.
Blue cows.
No, he was a moisture farmer.
Oh.
Farming moisture.
A water maker.
Water maker. It's kind of a weird job, but I guess it was a desert, so it kind of makes sense.
A water maker.
So, what did your parents? Any of your parents want something for you? They wanted you to become a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or a moisture farmer?
No.
They didn't care?
They were just happy I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
No.
Something.
That was a milestone in my family. I'm sad to say there's not a few people that hit it.
So how many PhDs are there in everyone's family?
I know this is going to shock you. None that I know of.
Oh, okay.
It was all that unleaded gas.
Yeah, they're like cis. Usually fucking doctors travel in pairs.
How about master's degrees? Any master's degrees?
Yeah. Well, does my wife's family count?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My wife has a couple.
Extended
actually.
family?
Yeah. None of mine.
Your wife's family, not genetically related to you. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Now, there's a couple of people in my family that have master's degrees. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? If my wife's family counts, then I have one doctor of pharmaceutical medicines. So that's good.
All right. So how about how extended?
Right.
Like if my sister,
so you married up, is what you're saying, Jay?
I married way up.
My sister's husband is a doctor.
There you go. See, it's not so bad, Dave.
There we go.
That's not a PhD, but yeah, it's something.
It's a doctor of medicine.
That's not a PhD.
Okay.
It's an MD.
It's not a technicality.
That's a doctor.
Yeah. It's a doctor. It's a real doctor. It's not like one of those fake paper doctors.
Completely different thing.
Like a PhD. Jesus Christ,
Right.
Bill Cosby has a PhD. What does it really take to be a PhD?
Oh, the honorary PhD?
A pretty huge dickhead.
Actually, there was a story about that I didn't save. because it was Australian, and who cares about Australia? But the story was that funding was pulled from a university because the last 2 or 3 years they've only given honorary doctorates to
white
type
people.
of person.
White people.
More specifically,
smart people.
White and
male.
Correct.
White males. The scourge of society, white men.
Yeah.
The scourge of society.
Who is right now trying to kill us all? A white man.
Well, the person in charge of this foundation that pulled the funding, what do you think? What type of person do you think that?
Black female.
Hang on. Where's somebody hit the drop?
That's racism.
No, hang on.
Racism.
No, that wasn't what I was talking about. I'm about the other one. The Dave drop.
This one?
You are a fucking racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
Black people.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that on my...
Black people.
No. The person in charge of the foundation is a white male. Yep.
What? Oh, so it's just virtue signaling. It's like, we have too many white males with honorary PhDs. You know what we need to do? We need to find a black female to give a PhD. Honorary. So, because they can't earn one on their own. I'm
What's
sorry.
Up?
Okay,
sister?
We're talking about honorary PhDs.
Racism.
So they can give people honorary PhDs for anything. As you said, Bill Cosby had a whole bunch.
Guys.
So
yeah, I like it.
What do you what do you think about, who do you think should be given honorary doctorates? You just give them to anybody, or do you have to make sure you get your quotas right and get all your percentages right with the different types of people? Or
I think Oprah gets one for sure. Oprah's put in the time. She's been doing her fucking thing.
She already has some
50 goddamn years. So
Michelle Obama should get one.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
She should get one.
Wanda Sykes.
Oh, there you go. Black and lesbian. Come on.
Devin, do you even know who Wanda Sykes is?
I've heard the name.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg. She probably gets a half a doctorate.
Yes.
She's old and black and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, actually, I almost shit my pants the other morning because I was getting up and getting ready for work, and I checked the mail and saw that I had a letter from the IRS.
Ooh.
And I was just like, oh no, this cannot possibly be good. But no, it is actually good news. So it turns out that the IRS actually fucked up on my taxes.
Oh shit! You got a little extra scratch back?
Yeah, they owe me a $1,047.
Hell yeah, dude! You should buy some stock.
I plan on it.
Yeah, stock in some kind of computer games is what's going to happen there.
Save up for gas pumps. Whoever makes fucking gas pumps.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I've never come so close to relieving myself on a podcast as I did just then in this episode.
We heard your answer from back there too. It wasn't Chewbacca.
Okay. Well, I had my headphones on so I could hear everything you guys were saying.
Yeah, you didn't trust us.
No, I just wanted to be in case I had an answer. I figured
Look at that big fucking piece of shit. I hope he gets stuck in the bathroom.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to open up the voice. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I almost did it again. I almost booted myself out of here.
That'd have been funny.
That would
Now Dave had to go poop.
Dave had to go. Right.
Has anybody tried to call? Hello, people. After show people. Anybody want to talk? What's up, nipples?
Yeah. The number is 609-316-6699.
I want to see that picture when Dickhead gets done with it, though. That's pretty funny, John. Like that makes me laugh.
Have a banner thing to put it on the bottom.
I'm getting to it, Dave. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Hang on. I see Dave. He's still here directing the show.
Yeah, he's here.
Eating on the after show is okay.
It's allowed, but you just don't want. All right, I get it.
The main show eating bad.
Yes,
we all agree with that.
Yes,
we do. I don't like people to watch me eat either. I feel like a runaway slave because I'll be in there just like.
You can probably eat because nobody can actually see you. You know, you got the black light and the shirt and everything. It just looks like a headless horseman running around in there. What do you got there, Dave? I hope it's not Vegemite on toast. They didn't kill one of your countrymen, a cricket player.
One of the greatest sporting heroes that ever lived
in Australia.
Vegemite? What did he? Was he allergic
in the world,
to it?
John? in the world, John.
He played cricket. Let's not get crazy, Dave.
The second most popular sport in the entire world after soccer.
Really? Is that true?
Yes.
There's just more people other places, John. Don't worry about it. I get it.
Not because of Australia, because of India.
Yeah.
The subcontinent.
That's
it's massive there, and that's why it's the second biggest sport.
Yeah. Shane Warne, is that the guy's name?
Shane Warne, yeah.
He died in Thai after he had Vegemite on toast. That was his last meal.
On toast that killed him. Yep.
I don't know. I would look to see when this guy vaccinated?
A natural death. He was 50 something. What the
He had
fuck?
a heart attack. He went up to his room and he had a heart attack. I say
I forgot that every death has got to be attributed to vaccine.
You got a healthy.
Just saying, it's funny. It's weird.
Amazingly
You got to
healthy man.
wonder. Oh, could be.
52 years old, drops dead of a heart attack.
He wasn't that healthy. He was fat and smoked. he looked more like a baseball, sporting superstar than other sports.
Well, look at this. I mean, apparently he was getting Elizabeth Hurley. So
yeah, he banged with Hurley for a couple of years.
Yeah,
he's friends with Ed Sheeran and Chris Martin. I mean, you may not like them, but they are famous.
Imagine
He's
having
kind of a big
banged
deal.
Elizabeth Hurley for a couple years and then not anymore. Like, it's just an interesting place in life to be.
Maybe he was too depressed after that. She wasn't in the recent documentary about him.
Oof.
But yeah, the other thing was in the article was what his son said. If you just scroll up, that was the Vegemite on toast.
I was trying to get to that.
I love Vegemite on toast, so that really got me in the feels, as people say.
Right. Wayne's son Jackson said he didn't think anything would ever fill the void his father has left behind. I love you so much. Sitting at a poker table, walking around a golf course, watching the Saints, and eating pizza is never going to be the same.
Now, I'm sure he's in mourning. It's terrible losing a father, of course, but
it's horrible.
Do you really think that eating pizza is never going to be the same?
Pizza?
I hate to make light of it, but
watching the
is
Saints
it really going to change his eating pizza experience?
I'll tell you what,
pizza taste the same.
You bring that lad over to the United States, we take him out for some New York pizza, and he'll forget about his dead father.
Oh, there you pizza. Any opportunity to
New Jersey and New York pizza is the best pizza in the world. Make you forget about your dead father. Just saying.
That's a tag for sure.
So, and the other reason why I brought this up is because, I'm actually sad about that. He's only 7 years. He was only 7 years older than me.
Yeah,
and I don't know how I can explain it to you Americans. Like, who's your biggest sporting hero of the last 20 years?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tiger Woods.
Kobe Bryant was a big one when he crashed. I mean, people were losing their mind over that. That was the hardest part about that is his 13-year-old daughter went down with him. To lose his poor wife, to lose her cheating ass husband, but to lose her daughter too. That's horrific. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, but fuck them for having a helicopter, And I hate to be that guy. I really hate to be that guy.
No. So if he was killed on the road, that would be okay. You'd be okay with that because he was in a helicopter. It was.
All I'm saying is the chances of dying in a helicopter crash are slim to none if you don't, in fact, own a helicopter that you fly around in.
The chances of being eaten by a shark are pretty low.
Yeah,
it was never go in the ocean.
It's like getting hit by a fucking train. Like, train tracks are where the trains go. As long as your car's not there, then you shouldn't get hit by a train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but every now and then you do have to cross train tracks. I mean, I guess you could completely avoid it. How good was Kobe compared to like Michael Jordan? Were they?
Michael Jordan's still the best, I would think.
I feel like Kobe came around with the internet. Isn't that the deal? Like, it's because he was around like the early 2000s when all that shit picked up with the internet and like became popular. That's probably why he's as famous as he was.
He was an amazing basketball player. Probably, definitely in the top 10 of all time, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
But I don't think
all time. Like,
oh yeah,
I would say. I didn't know that. I don't know shit about basketball, so I'm asking too. I'm curious. Did you see they built a statue where the helicopter crashed? That seemed like it was a little distasteful.
Really?
You didn't know that they built a bronze statue of Kobe and the kid at the crash site?
But why is that distasteful? I mean, it's like
because everybody else didn't get a statue. Number one.
Oh.
Number two, Why were the helicopter crash? Like, put that outside of the LA Laker. Where do they play basketball? The Coliseum or some shit? Like, put a statue of Kobe and his kid there. Don't put a statue where the helicopter crashed. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Isn't there a statue or some kind of memorial out there where Flight 93 went into the dirt in some farm field out in Pennsylvania?
Probably. Statues are dumb. I'm over statues. That's been causing so much shit the last couple of years. Statues are fucking gay. Like, you should only, there's a statue of RoboCop in Detroit. That's the only goddamn statue that there should be.
Wait a minute.
Every other statue is dumb.
What about the Rocky statue at the art museum?
And fuck Rocky too. The story is
dumb.
He raped that retarded girl and then he got beat up by Apollo Creed. I forgot that he loses in the beginning of that movie. Like, it's been so long since I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, Rocky. And I got to the end and he lost. And I go, what the fuck? I thought he was, oh.
We're going to watch cricket?
Oh.
Hell yeah. Just keep talking.
Yeah, no,
see, the problem with cricket. Here's the problem with cricket.
Is he a bowler or the striker?
With cricket, Don, is that you were born in America. That's the problem. That's it. That's it.
They're in sweaters, white sweaters. I mean, what a gay game. Give me a break.
Okay. NFL's
baseball. You got a baseball.
NFL's gayer.
Look at them. They got
baseball and cricket are about the same.
I don't even know why you would support this, Dave. If you were going to get behind a sport, I would think rugby. Like, rugby's pretty manly. This is gay.
I don't really like rugby. No.
And then the ball players, they got like
they fucking skill there. Look at that.
Don't be wrong. I mean,
you try and do that, John.
Oh, of course I can't do that.
Try and spin a ball
just trying
like
to. Oh, okay. Now what's he?
So he's like bowling.
Yeah.
So they have different colors for different things.
That's what one day is. They wear colors. Test matches. They wear whites. I mean,
so, John. I think what they're supposed to do is he takes the ball and then he tries to knock those little sticks off the big sticks that he's standing next to.
Is that how that works?
I think that's what he's doing. I think he's trying.
These guys are such pussies. They stand in there. They're like in full catcher's gear. They've got things on their legs and
it's like hockey pads.
I mean, cut me a break. John, stand there like a man.
John, if
like Michael Jackson.
If I ever make it to New Jersey, can I throw a cricket ball at your head, please? Because you're a real man. You don't need to wear a helmet, right?
I don't say you can't wear a helmet. It's fine to wear a helmet, but look, it's got a face mask on it. They've got like leg pads on. Sissy game is what it is.
I don't know. If they're calling him a bowler, so I'm assuming that's a heavy fucking ball, and he's got to put spin on it to try to like bounce it, but also make it to where it's like a curve ball.
Yeah,
that's fucking sick, dude.
He threw behind him. How good is he? I could throw the ball behind a guy.
His diet was baked beans and cigarettes. That was.
He's like our John Daly, like
pretty much. Yeah,
John Daly,
he was like the John Daly of cricket. Yeah.
He's from here. I've heard people that have interacted with John Daly. From what I understand, he is a blubbering fat mess.
He does not look good.
No,
he drinks and smokes cigarettes.
John Daly is the Babe Ruth of golf.
He is the Babe Ruth of golf. Yes, he absolutely is. They just had a golf match with the sons. Tiger Woods had his son Charlie. John Daly had his son. I mean, the ball didn't even make the plate. It bounced before the plate.
Currently having reports that the phone lines are currently blocked by John's weight.
Go fuck yourself.
Much like your arteries, they are blocked.
I don't know why it's blocked. Let's try it again. See if you can call in now.
John said that the ball didn't even make the plate. It's not baseball, idiot.
What the hell?
Cricket, the ball bounces.
Asshole game. You bounce the ball.
You bounce the ball, yeah.
We should just have a new show where it says John watches cricket.
John calls everything that he doesn't understand
there we go.
I think he's got cocaine on his nose. Good job, dude.
Rubberneckers.
Fucking John.
What's wrong with you? You can't figure call in.
There's a lot wrong with whoever this is.
I think this is Josh, right?
Yeah, we done with that bit now?
Are we done with that bit now?
Oh shit! So I'm looking at the screen. It's on mute, but all I see is some bunch of white dudes with powder on their face.
Yeah, this is called cricket.
Yeah.
Well, they might. It's sunny outside. They might get a horrible burn.
What if they all do coke while they do it?
SNL in the 70s. I mean,
pretty much.
My God.
That makes the game way harder.
One of the, after Warney died, I mean, they got everybody that ever met him to comment. His wicket keeper, for some reason, seemed to be more worried about that he'd get skin cancer because he never wore sunscreen or he didn't wear enough sunscreen. And
Oh.
it's like, he just died of a heart attack. What? Why are you talking about the condition of his skin?
I never thought he'd have a heart attack. I thought he died from skin cancer before he had a heart attack.
That's what Ian Healy said, the wicket keeper. It's kind of a weird comment.
Who's the wicket keeper? Is that the catcher?
That's the catcher. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So are they gonna put a statue next to the place where he had that heart attack, or what?
He was in Thailand, I think.
He was in Thailand. Yeah, that's right.
That's a good point.
So
if you're gonna do it,
they're just gonna put a statue.
There was a mysterious blonde woman as well.
they should have put a statue of Dale Earnhardt on the fucking corner at Talladega. Like, just you have to avoid it in a fucking race car.
Oh, he died in Daytona.
Whatever, John.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Because that's the other possibilities for older men if they have heart attacks. You know, there's they can die on the toilet or on the job.
It's true. I almost did just a couple minutes ago.
Exactly. I'm gonna say
one of Shane's last comments was, "Geez, you can't beat Vegemite with some butter. Always great wherever you are in the world."
Yeah, no shit.
Amen to that.
I think there's just a certain point where you hope to die with your pants on. Like, that's the best you can hope for, you know?
That's true.
I'm at that point in my life now.
But yeah, but my question was: are there any sporting stars' deaths that would actually get to you, or you just couldn't give a fuck about any of them?
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna lie. Dale Earnhardt shook me up a little bit. You know, that was a tough.
Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah,
that was tough.
That was
he
tough.
wasn't supposed to die.
Right.
Sports stars.
He wasn't supposed to. So God took him early, or God was having a day off that
There was
day.
nothing else that happened in 2001 that was
okay
as impactful to the nation as that death.
If
nothing else in that year.
Look,
nothing else happened.
Dale Earnhardt, the tower's coming down.
Yeah, it's close.
I felt kind of the same about both, to be honest.
I mean, 9/11 was Pete Davidson got a backstory. That's the significance of that, isn't it?
I might be sad if Mike Tyson died. Like, if Mike Tyson died tomorrow, I'd probably be pretty sad about that. I wouldn't be like distraught or anything, but I'd be like, that sucks. No more Mike Tyson.
This is going to be weird because none of you guys are going to know who this is, but back in, I don't know, either it was the late 80s or early 90s, the Philadelphia Eagles drafted a guy named Jerome Brown from the University of Miami. He was an amazing defensive lineman. And him and his nephew were out in his brand new Corvette that he bought, and he flipped it over and killed both of them.
Oh, shit.
And what's that preacher's name? Graham. What's that preacher's name?
Billy Graham?
Billy Graham.
Chat for that. Absent chat.
Billy Graham was having a big giant seance or whatever those preachers do in the stadium, and Reggie White was there, and he came out and he says, brothers and sisters, my heart is heavy. Jerome Brown was killed in a car accident today, and you can hear the whole stadium just gasp.
Oh,
because that was before the internet, before anybody, so he was the one that did that. That's the only funny thing about Pete Davidson. He's such a shitty person. His dad would rather run into a burning building and hang out with him.
Thank you, Patriot Nick.
That's pretty good.
All right, Nick.
Yes, Patriot Nick's on Team Kanye all the way.
Yeah.
I like his content. I've always been a nicker.
Listen, how does Kanye ever think that he was going to have a lasting relationship with what's her name?
It lasted a while. They didn't have a
yeah, but it's never going to last forever. Those Kardashian women, they divorce guys left and right.
They do.
That wasn't even Kim's first husband. She married a white guy that was in the NBA. I think it lasted 74 days.
What was your longest relationship, John? How long did that last?
13, 14 years.
Okay, well, you beat Kanye.
I beat Kanye. Damn right I did.
I'm almost beating Kanye. Suck my dick.
See?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, back to we talked about sporting hero deaths. Celebrity deaths is kind of related.
Yeah.
The most recent one that bummed me out was Carrie Fisher, I think. Princess Leia. I mean, in childhood, slave Leia when I was a kid.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that was sad.
I get how that could be pretty sad, for sure.
Dying of sleep apnea. That's a real threat for some of us on this show.
Not me.
That's what the machine.
I
Use
have
your
a
machine.
I use the machine.
She was like, she was on
refuse to
drugs
use
and
the
stuff
machine.
too, right? Wasn't that the deal? She was allegedly.
Well, yeah, you know.
Well, I'll tell you
swallowed
what.
her tongue or some shit.
Okay.
Bless her heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope she recovers.
Wow, Piccolo was Devin wasted. I mean, that's wasted.
I was about to say that's a lot, dude.
Yeah, Devin's had a whole 4 of them down home punches. He's flying.
Yeah.
I still have.
No,
I still have half
Piccolo
of
has
my.
probably
Over half of my
seen
Jack
me
Daniels and ginger ale left.
somewhere
Yeah.
else wasted.
I'm about halfway through this other seltzer. I'm such a homo. John, why haven't you ever tried weed? I guess it's kind of late now to even bother, but it's interesting to me that you've never even really been into it.
I can't stand smoke. That's number one.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
then I really can't stand the smell of weed. It just makes me nauseous.
The edible's no good.
Right. I'm afraid to try an edible.
Oh, that'll be okay. It
Even
still
though-
tastes like it though. That's the thing. If you if you didn't like the taste or the smell, then it's still gonna be in there. Like you can never get past.
Yeah, no
that.
matter what, that taste does not go away.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I was never really, listen, I wasn't really a big drinker. I would,
Wasn't.
I
As in
had a-
past tense, you weren't, but you are now.
no, I hardly drink at all. Matter of fact, the only time I really drink is when we do
Well,
the
more
show.
now than then though. So
I have one
that's not-
cocktail.
There's a Jack Daniels bottle right behind
I mean,
yeah.
I keep careful note of those bottles, and it looks like you get through about a bottle a week.
It's not true.
Damn.
I just finished this one off
Well,
tonight.
that's lightweight
Right.
compared to Devon, so
Oh.
it's a lot for me. Holy shit!
Please, let's not use me as a comparison.
John's a big guy. It takes a lot more booze. And like Andre the Giant, he had to drink 2 30-packs of beer to get drunk.
It's a lot of beer.
Now that's math.
Yeah.
So you've never left the continent of North America. None of you have, right?
I've been to Canada.
I haven't.
Oh,
Where is that? I gotta clip that 136.
That's
shit.
extra points. That's as good as 364 days, Devin.
Jesus Christ. Oh, come on.
There's Alexa right there.
Oh shit! Wait, I just realized what I just said.
Come on. Gotta pull that.
I say the intercontinental United States.
But what's the most exotic thing that you guys have eaten? Mexican food doesn't count
Oh shit.
because it's
Black
same
tail.
continent. What's that? Black what?
Blacktail.
What's that? Oh, the magazine.
You mean hold on?
Dave.
That's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
it's called a callback.
That's pretty funny.
You son of a bitch.
I'm slow.
Devin's
We're
had some blacktail.
Do you mean exotic like expensive or exotic like you wouldn't find it on a menu?
I mean, like sea urchin, for example,
Okay.
Mm.
Alligator?
or kangaroo, or yeah.
I've
I had kangaroo.
I've had not
It's
kangaroo.
okay.
I've had alligator. I've had rattlesnake. I've had muskrat. I didn't like muskrat.
Oh shit. I'm pretty sure I've eaten possum once.
I
It
have
wasn't
not
great.
had dick before. How dare you, Nick?
a dick sandwich.
The alligator's fucking chewy as hell.
I'll
Yeah.
have a dick wit.
Mm-mm. You know, I've eaten all your basic North American creatures, probably. You know, your geese, your duck, your squirrel, your rabbit, your pheasant, your quail, your deer, your buffalo.
I hate duck, man. Like a mallard or
Yeah,
or
it's
what are you
kind of
talking
it's
about?
kind of greasy. I'm not a big fan of it. I've had it. I just
I don't think spiders and suckers count.
It's funny because all your mothers like duck meat.
I don't. Maybe
Get him.
That fell flat. God
Did-
damn.
it took me a second.
Damn.
Duck meat. Oh,
Yeah.
duck meat.
Duck
I'm
down
really
and get
glad
you
that,
some.
none of us give pity laughs.
Yeah, you got to earn them
He
here.
was referring to Duck Man. You know that '90s show on Comedy Central?
What?
Jason Alexander.
No, it's duck meat. Duck down and get you some. That's an old joke.
Yeah, so old. I've never heard of it.
Bob knew it.
That's how old that is. That's
When
a
he
Bob.
hears this, he's gonna be like, I do that joke already.
Oh no, we have a squirrel watcher in here.
Oh,
They're
squirrels are
just
gross.
basic. They're tree rats, to be honest with you.
Tree rats, 100%.
Yeah, they're disgusting, furry rodents.
I'd kick
What they
one.
are.
I would kick her. You know, you talk about people that have no respect for pets and stuff. I would probably never fuck with somebody's dog. But like if a squirrel wanted to get rowdy, I would definitely kick a squirrel. I wouldn't think twice about it.
I'd beat a
So
squirrel.
Jody said probably.
And just grab it by its tail and start beating it on the ground.
Squirrels you don't fuck with. You don't grab a squirrel. Squirrel
they'll
fuck
bite
you
you.
up.
No,
My wife has a squirrel tattoo on her leg.
Go primitive.
She likes squirrels. I will destroy squirrels. I don't give a fuck. They're rats.
Yeah, dude. If you mess with somebody's dog, you get like John McAfee.
Somebody will poop in your mouth through a hammock?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Damn it! You fucking took my joke, but
where do people pronounce it? Squirrel? How do you squirrel? I say squirrel. Everyone here says squirrel.
Squirrel.
You also said like Han Solo as Hand Solo.
Yeah. It's made up bullshit from George Lucas.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It'll all get retconned in a year anyways.
Sorry,
Josh,
squirrel
hand.
watcher. Yeah, we're not fans of squirrels here. If you need us to be fans of squirrel, then
I like squirrel like pussy, but the animal not so much.
right.
So,
Yeah,
Jody,
you
you're
guys ever seen, like, Sandy Cheeks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
fuck
cartoon
off.
squirrel.
What's that?
Come on.
Well, the best squirrel is Rocky from
There you
Rocky and
go.
Bullwinkle, the flying squirrel.
Yeah. See,
That's
would
a
you
good squirrel.
shoot Rocky?
Yes.
Or, yeah. Would you?
Yeah, right in his fucking face.
Probably, yeah.
I put a gun in his mouth.
How many
and I
times, Jody?
would shoot him
How many times?
at least twice through the
How many
cranials.
clips do you need?
And then I would close what was left of his little skull. I would reach down, I would kiss my fingers,
The
and I would
fucking
just
Mad
close his
Dog
little eyes.
Rocky.
Peace out, Rocky.
I still can't believe you meg dumped on that dog and had to reload.
Yeah, that's hard.
I didn't even have it with me. I had to go back to the house and get it.
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
I didn't plan on using more than 5, you know. It just sometimes.
Fuck. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know something, Jody? If I was a deer, I would feel safer you shooting at me, to be quite honest with you.
I shot at a deer once, at least 3 times with a muzzleloader, open sights, missed it every goddamn time. And the deer didn't even give a fuck. He didn't run. He didn't do dick. He just stood there and was like, "What the fuck was that?" Looked around.
Well, yeah, because you saw what you did with the dog. He's like, he's not going to hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's standing there, standing up. Hey, good, there you shoot it.
Yeah. I shoot like a fucking stormtrooper. All around, dude. Yeah.
I guess I'm going to head out. I'll let somebody else call in.
All right. Now that we got the phone lines working, sorry.
Hey.
All right. Phone lines are back open again. I think we're going to take one more call and then get out of here. Oh, no.
Oh, this is funny. Yeah.
Have that in the background.
This is the best. You guys ever seen the deleted scene where the cop rolls up on him, or the farmer guy rolls up to him and he's like, "Hey, my cow got out again and she just loves lying down in the middle of the road."
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Did I ever tell you the story about when I hit the pig? I got in trouble with the law hitting a pig with my car. Oh, here he is.
What the fuck was that?
That's our phantom caller.
I like it.
Yeah, it was like 2:00 in the morning. There was nobody around. There was no, and I come around the corner and there was a pig there, and I hit him with my car. I looked around. I didn't see any homes or anything so I just left. And then the next day, the cops came over to the house and said, "Did you hit that pig? Did you kill that pig?" Oh my God! Here's Jody trying to shoot a cow.
Oh, this is so fucking funny, man. Life ain't always easy.
We might get taken down for violence.
No, this is an after show. This is.
Oh my God!
What the fuck is wrong with you? Chokes it out.
Oh, this is hard. It's the after show, so it's not going to be.
This fucking movie, Me, Myself, and Irene, is such a good movie. We should do a watch along. That's my thing now. I like doing those things. This is one of my favorite fucking movies of all time.
I don't remember this part of the movie. Oh my
Lego
God!
Girl.
Oh, you don't remember the cow scene?
The cow gurgles. It goes. Cow's not dead either, because there's a joke later on where they're talking about how he's gone crazy, and they go, "Yeah, he left his medication in a hotel room." He's like, and he fucking shot this cow in the head 15 times, and they were like, "Poor thing's lucky to be alive."
Oh, here we go.
That kid's dick is as big as them sausages.
Welcome to Rubberneckers. Watch it.
So fucking funny.
How did you know?
I knew the area code.
I gotcha.
Jesus.
I just want to say it's a great show tonight. It was really a lot of fun.
So what you're saying was Bob was dragging the show down? Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
I would not say that. That's not a goal.
I have to pay $1 to hear that.
Don't put words in Duchess's mouth.
Gun aim.
Yeah. So, Duchess, tell Jody about how upset you are with him over the way he dispatched his dog.
Sorry.
It's terrible. This is such a terrible thing to hear that you shot him 5 times and then you had to go back and get more ammo.
I didn't hit it every time, but that's the thing. Is like I definitely hit it 2 out of 5, and 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Where did you
hit the dog?
But let's just say body shots.
Body shots.
What kind of dog did you shoot? Like a Chihuahua?
It was a great Pyrenees, actually. So you would think I would have had a better. He's a big dog. God damn it! I didn't even think about that till now.
That poor dog.
I should have just hit it with a bat. It would have been better.
Yeah. It would have been better if you would have hit it with a baseball bat. With a cricket
You
stick.
literally could have just smacked it with a shovel. It would have been less. You just shoot it and then let it lay there while you went back to get more bullets to finish it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jody, you're a horrible Jody.
No, I'm just a horrible shot.
All that too.
Should have practiced more. I thought this was Bob's chick.
No.
Because I've heard you guys, and I understand now it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like I thought this was Tammy or whatever, because it was the Duchess in New Jersey. Like I'm nice to meet you, Duchess. I don't think we've actually officially met.
Now that we've been properly introduced.
Right. And now Kate has been always forever in Rubbernecker lore because she's in the beginning of the apology song to Devin from.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. So thank you.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
You hit him in a soft spot, Dave, you cunt.
Yeah. You'll always be in Rubbernecker trivia. Who's the woman in the beginning of the song, the apology song to Devin?
Oh, I like that.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
What did Devin say? There's a difference between being show talk and being an asshole.
Right.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah. If you could understand me. Fuck off, Jody.
In the middle of his tears.
Man, I hope you guys listen.
It was a good song.
I don't know if people are acting stupid in Dave's part of the country, the world. People around here are getting really crazy. Like the gas prices are high and people are driving very aggressively. Somebody ran me into a fucking like a barrel today, like one of those highway construction barrels.
Really?
Oh, good Lord.
Didn't even think twice about it. It scared me a little, but like it mostly just pissed me off. And yeah, like it's be careful who you're dealing with out there in public nowadays, guys. If you're out there, just understand like everybody's going a little fucking nuts. Don't get yourself in a situation.
So John, are you going to replace your truck with a rice rocket?
No.
Like Sarah Palin's going to?
No.
I saw that story this morning.
God damn, dude.
She got in trouble for using the term rice rocket.
It's pretty funny.
Incredibly offensive.
It's pretty funny.
The Asian
Did you see
community.
that interview? She did not look sober.
Oh, yeah.
Like she looked off. Like I'm looking at her like she don't look great.
Rice rocket's pretty funny. I mean, it's completely insensitive and racist, but like it's pretty funny.
Why?
It's not racist. It's racial. In other words, there's a difference between racist and racial.
I'll
so
agree.
a rice rocket or a rice burner, just it's another name for a Japanese or a foreign car.
Yeah, but everybody eats rice.
More efficient, better built car than American cars. So
now they are.
It's
Back
not
in
an
the
insult.
70s, they were just like recycled beer cans.
They were trash, but
they were trash back then, and that's where they got those names. That's
but
where
I think that's the point, though. Is like they grow rice there, but like also we grow rice. Arkansas, it's our state plant or whatever. It's our biggest export is rice.
Really?
Yeah. So I think associating rice with Asians made cars is the problem. the offensive part. I don't think it's offensive, but I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, I guess that would be the thing is anything rice. You want rice? Fried rice?
I was going to say it's not racism, it's riceism.
Riceism.
Oh, god damn, Dave. Dave, I've been
Dave,
calling you by your wrong pronouns this whole show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get it right.
Fuck.
And I'm pansexual now too, apparently, at least in computer games. So
you just eat out of the pan. You don't get a plate anymore.
That's right.
Trisexual. You'll try anything.
Yes.
Oh Lord. Well, just from the beginning, that's all I heard, right? Isn't that what you did?
Well, yes.
When you introduced what you did in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, International Women's Day, Dave went on a raping rampage.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was consensual. I don't know.
Who said it was non-consensual?
Yeah.
Maybe it was CNC.
Have you looked in the mirror, Dave? It had to be non-consensual.
Hey, Devin.
In a computer game? Well, I'm not playing myself in the computer game.
Okay.
I'm playing some young, handsome cool guy.
Some young, handsome cricket player, I would imagine.
No, American.
Oh, an American.
Well, it's American game, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Not a gamer.
Oh, good Lord.
All righty. What do you say we wrap this up, lady and gentlemen?
Yeah, we got to stop the recordings and stuff.
Oh, I keep forgetting to stop my recording. Whoops. I'm sorry, Duchess. God, I hung up on her.
Bitch.
That wasn't on purpose.
Oh, those fat fingers.
That's the best
Damn it.
way.
I fat fingered my phone call and hung up on her.
I'm going to stop it right now.
I did the same thing.
Okay. So do you find that when you have to marry tracks, it's easier to match them up at the end than it is the beginning?
Honest to God, there's drift. There's constant drift.
Yeah.
So I have to go and cut it and move it because it moves back and forth, but that's fine.
Just before we go, I'll try and find a picture of that transsexual in that game and see what you think. See if you think they're attractive.
You know what's really weird, and I've never seen this before, but on StreamYard, there's like a little, for me, there's a little Wi-Fi thing, and I didn't know I was on Wi-Fi, but it looks like it doesn't look like I have much in the way of bars.
No, it doesn't look like it at all, actually.
Right? That's weird.
Where is it?
All right, let's see if we can find this pansexual. Dave was virtually banging.
If Dave is a pansexual, I'm a potsexual.
Right. Sorry, Duchess. I didn't mean to hang up on you.
Yeah,
Forgive me.
I called you a cunt when he hit the button too.
I did not. How dare you?
Happy Women's Day month.
God damn it. Why can't I find it? That's annoying. Anyway, just take my word for it. They're hot.
Okay.
Damn hot.
A hot transsexual?
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that before.
Hot tranny.
Oh. Some of the transsexuals can be very attractive.
John, I want you to know you're one of the people. They're one of the only people I trust to send raw audio to. So.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a little thumbnail, but I can't. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll get it. I'll get there.
I understand. So on Saturday nights, the Zaniacs have like a Zoom meeting, and I hang out with them on Saturday nights. It's a lot of fun.
I still haven't met Eric Zane. I don't know anything about the Zaniacs or any of that. I got to check it out, I guess.
All right. Well, I'll send you a link Saturday night if you're not doing anything. You want to? It's like usually at like 9 o'clock Eastern, so it'll be 8 o'clock your time, and it goes until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
There's
shit.
a bunch of people there.
Yeah, maybe like if I drop in like later.
Drop in, jump in, jump out.
It's late, when everybody goes to bed. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Guys are crazy.
Did you see that pod shower thing happen today?
What the fuck is that? I haven't investigated that.
I've already turned off, so I can talk about it now.
What's a pod shower?
So these pixie gals, they did like a 5-hour fucking Twitter Space live stream today and raised enough money to buy old girl her chair that they were trying to get.
No shit.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So they got enough to buy like a $250 gamer chair, and
a gamer chair.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, I thought this was for, like a handicap chair or a shower chair. Or
Okay, so hold on. I need to explain further. You remember that one podcast I sent you about the gal that does the spaces thing?
Yes.
On Wednesday that I hate listen to and comment?
Correct.
So she threw a party for one of the other chicks, the Manic Pixie Weirdo gal.
Okay.
Oh.
Because she apparently podcasts on a bar stool.
So she needed to get.
So she wanted a chair, and they were like, "Oh, we should fucking do like a fundraiser and get you a chair." And
How
I thought
much is a goddamn chair for? Oh my god!
I thought it was a cool idea when I first heard it. I go, you know what? You go, girls. I guess like
Yeah.
I can go get your chair. That's
You
cool.
go.
But then it turned into a whole thing where like it was, well, here's the goal, the landmarks. It's like if I get the chair, and then the next thing is like software for editing, and the next thing was a trip to the pod convention and fucking
in Florida or the one in Dallas?
The one in Dallas.
Podcast movement.
$250 fucking dollars for a ticket. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then the next was getting John Domingo to edit your podcast for a year.
Sure.
That's
They
a lot
did it
more.
today, and they raised, I guess, enough money to buy her chair. So good for her, I guess. That whole thing is weird, like that. The whole Pixie bunch, man. I listened to it, and I'm just like, man, this is crazy.
Listen, you know what I say, John Domingo, the best kept secret in podcasting.
I tell everybody I can about you, Domingo.
So I got a photo of all the characters in this computer game.
All right, which one is it?
And,
Which is the
well,
one-
you
which is
tell
the
me.
It's Come Home.
Which is the transsexual? Let me
You
see.
tell me.
I'm going with.
I'm the cool guy in the middle in the blue top.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah. That's me. I mean, that's
wow. I bet you can't wait
I'm
to
gonna
get.
say, hold on, I got to guess.
protagonist.
All right, go ahead. You guess and then I'll guess.
Second,
Alright, of course.
from
Sorry,
second
you go.
from the left, next to the gal in the flannel. The one with
See,
the
I'm
pencil
going
gal.
with the.
That's the police officer
I'm going with the gal in the flannel. That's who I think the transsexual is.
on the very left.
Yes.
No. She's the next door neighbor.
Did you make it fart?
What?
I think it's called queefing.
All the way on the right? No.
All the way
That's
on the
one of
right?
That's the teacher that's into cuckolding.
All right. let me
Okay.
Send this fucking file.
One in the zipper hooded sweatshirt. What's she?
Yes, that's the one.
One in the zipper hooded sweatshirt?
Classmate, second from the right.
Okay. That's the transsexual?
Yeah.
See, you can't tell.
I mean, I sensed that something was right because they didn't disclose it straight away. You don't meet them and say, "Hi, I'm trans,"
right?
Because that's what we always talk about. You know,
You think maybe it's
at
just
what
'cause they're
point do you,
Asian?
at what point do you disclose? And I kind of felt that in that game, it was disclosed too late for me to back away.
Yeah, I mean, you're all hot and bothered, and all of a sudden, a big cock and ball flop out.
Yeah,
that's the other thing that the penis. She wanted the penis to be called her clitty.
Oh damn!
Oh boy,
that sounds like
you
a
haven't
rapper.
heard that trans, even before they have bottom surgery, they rename their genitalia. You've never heard that?
No, I did not.
So they call their penises clits.
Some of them gals have bigger clits than I'll ever.
Yeah,
have.
well, that's right. There's a Venn diagram where you've got giant clits and micro penises.
Yeah, at what point does it go
overlap
from
there?
being your clit to
Kinda
a dick?
looks-
For sure.
It kind of looks
Right.
like a turkey wishbone with a stump on it.
Hey John, you'll appreciate this one. We always called it a guinea horn. You know, like a guinea hen, those little fucking birds that you get, little
Yes.
chicken. Yeah,
I
they
know
got
what
the
you're
little
talking about, yeah.
fucking thing stick off the top of their head.
Yeah.
Guinea horn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the game's free too. So
I guess you'd have
not
an
bad.
easier time to find a tranny clitty than you would a regular woman's clitty. A lot of guys have a hard time finding those.
It's right there, pointing back at you.
I
On that
definitely
note,
rate-
fellas,
I definitely rate that game coming home better than the furry games that were bought for me.
Okay.
Pitbull bought me a gay furry game and a straight furry game.
Is there a difference? I think not.
same. Hey guys,
All right, everybody, we're gonna jump on out of here. We'll talk to you next week.
bye, Devin.